So here I am at Myeongdong Kyoto, a very popular and famous restaurant right in the heart of Myeongdong. It doesn't look too busy at the moment, but appearances can be deceptive, so let's have a look what all the fuss is about. So I can see that they're in the Michelin guide and they have been for a number of years. It's quite a positive indicator that the food that they serve is going to be quite good quality. Looking inside, there's several queues. There's one on the left which is for people sitting in their own or groups, and the one on the right is for tables of two. I'll go on the one on the left. So I've been sat down and it took me roughly about 6 minutes to get a table. The place is super busy. Came here a little bit later than I actually wanted because I was delayed on the metro. Don't follow Google Maps. If you're in Korea, use Naver Maps. They're a little bit more accurate. So I've ordered two items, the Mandu and the kalguksu, which are the noodles. Probably a little bit too much for me. We'll see. I'll do my best. But I've always got the option to take them back with me in a little doggy bag, I imagine, because on the last page of the menu, it does show that you can take them out. Oh. Oh. Microphone? Mic? It's like, hello. 감사합니다. Thank you. Camera? So the lady was interested in the microphone, but she didn't realise it was attached to the camera. And I'm hoping that the microphone doesn't pick up too much ambient noise because there is a lot of noise in here. It is quite noisy. So the food literally took about 2 minutes from ordering to come out, and I'm pretty impressed. So here we have the Mandu. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. And this is pork and leek, I think it's in the menu. And here we have the kalguksu noodles. And this is in a chicken broth. I've heard the kimchi here is really good, so I'm looking forward to trying this. You can get more refills, of course, if you'd like.
Kimchi.
Kimchi? Hot? 매워? Ah, 매워요. Oh, okay.
매운 거 좋아해요?
Yeah, I'm good with hot. I'll try it first. The lady said that it's spicy, the kimchi, but we'll see. Oh, 매워요. Yeah, it is spicy.
맛있어요.
맛있어요. 진짜 맛있어요. It's really tasty.
이거 리필돼요. 더 달라고. 리필된다고 더 달라고.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kimchi's really good. I'm quite happy with that. Kimchi's fresh, it's spicy. What more could you ask for? I want the mandu, so I'm going to make some little dipping sauce for the mandu. And let's give that a try. I've got 10 of these and they're quite big. Really delicious. The pork inside is so juicy, so tasty, so meaty. Just really good. Just cooked one of the mandu open and you can just see the pieces in there. It's quite generous with the pork. There's some leek and I think there's some cabbage, but I'm not too sure. Whatever's in there, it's all juicy, it's all tasty. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to eat these because there's 10 of them, but I don't think I'll have a problem. Really delicious. So it's not the biggest table they're giving me. It's a little booth area where I'm sharing it with 3 other people. It's quite friendly, it's quite close, it's quite intimate. And you've got a little divider between this table and the one in front, which is quite nice. You can still see the people in front, but it does feel like there is some degree of separation. Yeah, pretty good if you're eating here on your own. Like the other places I've been to in Korea, this place is perfect for that. So onto the kalguksu, which are the noodles. I must say, looking at these noodles, I'm quite impressed. They're quite long, they're quite springy and bouncy. I think that'll be really tasty. I'm going to put these on the spoon because I'm not very good at eating them with chopsticks. These are delicious. The soup isn't as strong as I thought it would be. It's quite light, but the noodles, they are fairly bouncy. They're not overly firm. I think the longer you leave them, the more they'll cook, so you have to eat this as quickly as possible. But yeah, this is quite delicious. And I think for the price, it's pretty good. This is the main thing that they're famous for. The soup is really rich. It's got a deep chicken flavor. Wow, can't recommend it enough. Yeah, looking through the soup, I think it's really well balanced, well seasoned. Lots of pieces in there that are quite interesting. This, I'm not quite sure what this is. I think this might be just some normal pastry that you'd make mandu with. I'll try that next. Basically, that's the mandu sheet, the mandu pastry, and it's pretty delicious when it's soaked in the broth. So again, it's simple here. You want some water? You've got it there at the table, just pour it for yourself, and away you go. So yeah, between the two, it's difficult for me to choose which one's the tastiest, which one's the best value. I think I'm leaning towards the mandu. There's 10 pieces, like I said, and each of them is packed with flavor. They're all juicy, they're delicious, and I'm almost finished with those, so yeah, I'd go with the mandu first and kalguksu second. Both tasty, both delicious, you can't go wrong with either, but have both if you can, if your appetite allows you to and you travel on your own. If there's two of you, it makes it a bit easier. You can just share the kalguksu between two and the mandu. Maybe have 5 each or something. So that was Myeongdong Kyoto. What can I say? I really enjoyed the food there. If you look on Google reviews, it gives you 4 stars out of 5. So not the best in terms of like a conventional review, what I would choose. Normally you'd go for 5 stars. And I think it's a little bit unfair because actually the food there was really, really good. I think for the area, which is quite hugely touristic and popular, and that's a prime location, the price was pretty good. I can't really complain. The noodles were tasty, they were springy, they were bouncy. The broth they were sat in was, again, delicious, full of flavor, super rich, and had a real depth to it. And the mandu, what can I say about the mandu? I absolutely loved the mandu. Mandu had a lot going for it in terms of meat content, juiciness, and a nice assortment of vegetables in there. So yeah, recommend that place highly. I'd go back for sure. So here's our next place, Coin Cafe. Actually, this place seems to be in a bit of a quiet area. There doesn't seem to be many people about. Hopefully inside it's a little bit busier and a little bit more of an atmosphere. So it's quite a warm day today. I asked the lady what's the best thing to order, and she says there's 2 things. You can either have the waffles or the ice flakes. So I've chosen the Bingsu, the ice flakes. I'm interested to see how they'll turn out because they're not that cheap, to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm not going to have a coffee or anything here. I think I'll save that for the next place because there's an interesting cafe that I have in mind. We'll see. The ambience of the place, it is quite cozy, it's quite warm, it's inviting. There's lots of little couches to sit on. It's almost like sitting at grandma's house. It's basically got a really peaceful and chilled vibe, and I really like it. Myeongdong is such a busy, stressful place, to be honest, but this is a little bit of a haven. I can't even tell that I'm in Myeongdong just by sitting here, so yeah, I think this is a good choice.
A few moments later.
Jesus Christ. This is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, but it's not unwelcome for the price. It makes sense now. 16,000 won I think this was, and yeah, it's huge. I'm gonna eat this on my own and I'm quite happy about it. So let's try. I really don't know where to start if I'm honest. I guess at the top with the ice cream. There's a little spoon of it there with some mango. Oh, it's so good. The ice cream is really, really smooth, and the mango is sweet, and it's got a tiny, tiny taste of acidity, a little bit of tanginess to it. Really good. Oh, perfect for this really hot day. What can I say? The pieces of mango as well. Really, really tasty. Fruit in Korea is actually quite expensive. I don't know if you've been shopping, if you've looked at what the prices are of fruit in the supermarkets, but all fruit that you buy in Korea is more expensive than you would pay at home if you're from the UK, for example. Yeah, it makes sense now why this is so expensive. In terms of the waffles on the menu, I couldn't justify paying those prices. I guess if I was sharing with someone, it would make more sense because I think they're more of a luxury item. This is expensive, but I can see that there is a lot there. And I can see, looking a bit deeper into the Bingsu, there are some ice flakes. Careful not to, oh no, I don't want to maybe drop that piece there. That would be such a shame. There you go, shove that back in. Yeah, that'd be such a shame if I lost that piece, because it's quite expensive. Ice flakes inside, I think they're flavoured. I don't think they're just normal ice flakes on their own. I think they have had some flavouring. They taste icy and light, but it's not like eating water. I mean, just look at that. It's like snow. It's really, really nice, really fluffy, really light. Look at the way it scrapes on the spoon. Just to show you proof that it is going down, albeit very slowly. Brain freeze. So I have to be honest with you, I think I'm struggling with this a little bit. I mean, eating the Mandu and the noodles didn't help, probably. This is a meal in itself, I feel. So that was Cafe Coin. Really interesting experience, wasn't expecting it. It was actually really, really nice inside, really chill vibe, and it's left me refreshed and ready for the next place. So yeah, next place is going to be Cafe Hanyakbang, and Hanyakbang is somewhere I've been to before in the past. Quite unique in the way that they make their coffee. It's something a little bit different, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as I will. I've finally arrived at Cafe Hanyakbang, and I've ordered the iced latte, which I told you it'll be different, so just to prove it to you, there it is. And if you look closely, the coffee sits in what looks to be an ice sort of surround within the glass. It actually looks really refreshing, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Let's try. It's so good. It's so refreshing. These guys are coffee experts. Everything is brewed fresh on the premises, and they use old school techniques. Hopefully, if they're doing some later, doing some of the brewing and the pouring, I'll be able to show you, but this coffee is really good. I recommend it. Coffee is excellent. I definitely recommend you try it. And for the price, 5,500 won, it's the same sort of price that you get anywhere in Korea, even at Starbucks or something. So you might as well come to this place if you're in the area. It's just a few minutes walk from. And of course, if you look next door, they have a sister site which sells cakes and pastries. I actually asked them to recommend me one, and they came up with this little thing. They said this is one of the 2 most popular items on the menu, and I'd like to try this one. I think they said it's caramel dulce or something. So let's just cut this open and see what's inside. Oh, it's really soft. I thought it'd be a bit of a harder shell, but it's quite soft to cut through. It looks really good. Was not expecting that. There was something inside that was a little bit crunchy and it popped just as I bit through. There's a taste of caramel, of course. Inside there's some sort of cream, and there's a biscuit base at the bottom. It's delicious. It's not too heavy, not too sweet, super light, and it's a perfect accompaniment to this coffee. And just the surroundings here make it an amazing experience. I really love it. Definitely recommend that you come here. The cakes are a little bit expensive, 7,900 won for this one, but it's worth it. It's been made with love, is all I can say. It tastes superb. So yeah, enjoyable. So I've actually changed seats because this one's a little bit closer to the window and it's a little bit cooler, and I get a good view of cakes this side and coffee this side. So when they start brewing, I'll be able to film it for you and you can have a look. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I had this little scar on my arm. Actually, a few days ago, I had a procedure done in Korea, which I couldn't get done at home on the NHS. They just wouldn't allow it. It was a nice experience for me to just come to Korea. You can actually find the surgeon that you want, and I found a very famous one to basically remove a couple of weird growths on my body. There was one on my arm, there's one on my back. The one on my back's been quite painful and quite large for a while. When the surgeon was removing it, he didn't actually know what it was. So I'm quite relieved that that happened. In terms of price, it was relatively cheap. I think for the price of a consultation in the UK, virtually covered the price of having the consultation here, getting it removed on the same day within the hour, and going home with some antibiotics. So yeah, great service. Korea's pretty amazing in that sense. I think a lot of people come here for cosmetic surgery, for, you know, K-pop, for food, whatever they come here for. And everything here is in abundance. I'm recovering at the moment, taking it easy, which is good. Just lounging about and enjoying the atmosphere of the place, because where can you get this in the UK? Absolutely nowhere. I think Hanyakbang means kind of like our modern day chemists. That's what they used to use here. They used to use a variety of medicinal herbs and things for ailments and illnesses. So they converted this place into a coffee shop, and they make their own brews, and it's pretty impressive, pretty decent, quite cool and relaxing, quite a sweet place. I'm just watching the baristas as they're trying out their brews. AeroPress. This is an AeroPress one? Yes. Okay. So they're giving me this one to try that they're made on the AeroPress, the ones that they've tried themselves. This one's definitely a very fruity style of coffee. Usually fruity isn't my kind of thing, but this one's really good. I'm actually quite impressed. I've never tasted anything quite like this. I think they're quite specialized with their coffee here. They're really good. Very good. So that was Cafe Hanyakbang, and the lady just gave me her AeroPresso, is that how you say it? Coffee that she'd just brewed herself, and I saw her brewing it for quite a while, and she just told me that was for a competition that she's entering. These baristas are pretty amazing. I don't normally like that type of coffee, it's not my style, but this one was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, look, visit this place. You won't regret it. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, that was Uljiro there, Hipjiro, and it's just a few minutes walk from Myeongdong. I recommend that you visit this place. Hanyakbang for sure. The other one's Coin was really good, and What was the other one called? Myeongdong Kyoto. That one's really nice. You try the mandu there and the kalguksu, you won't go wrong. That's it for today. I'm stuffed. Can't eat anymore. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.